Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode here on ESGNet, and this is MLB 18, the show, Road to the Show with Theo Bonds, and this is episode 198 as we're back in the Road to the Show with Theo Bonds here, and we're going to be at home in these two series coming up here against the Indians and the Twinkies, as Bonds and the Tigers are back home for this homestand against the Cleveland Indians and the Minnesota Twins. Now, the first series will be against the Indians. Tigers have first place leading over the Indians by 10 games in the division. Indians are currently 28-32, and of the last 10 games, they are 3-7. So they're not playing too good of baseball right now. We're hoping to be dominant over them and hopefully keeping them push them deeper and deeper in the hole in the division so we can get some space between us and them. As for the Twins there, you see we're currently right now just 2.5 games between the two of us right now. So we'll worry about them when we get to them here in this episode. But first off, we have the Indians, like I said, right there in last place there in the American League Central. And we're trying to see if we can try to keep them down in the basement there, or if anything, push them down even further. So there you see 28-32 there for the Indians, 40-24 for us, and here we are at Comerica Park. A beautiful, beautiful day here for some baseball. You see Bonds there before the game, posing there, and we'll see what the current home run guy can do right now, as he's got several home runs right now. He has 44 for the season so far here. We're just a couple of weeks away from the All-Star break. We'll see here, bottom of the fifth here with 2 outs and 1 on. We'll see Bonds here. He'll knock this one there, and that, a nice stab there from the shortstop there, Cabrera, as he will get that one and still a base hit there. So, okay. So we'll go to the 7th inning here. We'll see Bonds up to bat here. Cleveland up by 1, as Bonds has 2 out and 1 on there. He knocks that one to ground ball there, and that is a twin killing right there. As they get the force out there, that's all they needed to end the inning. So not a good stay here, and oh boy, we wrap up this one pretty quick here as Bonds goes 0 for 4 in this ball game. Tough night for him and this ball club, because they lose this game 5-0 in a shutout. Yeah, talk about a tough day there. Cleveland getting the final 4 runs there in the top half of the 9th, and that just pretty much said, hey, we got this. You guys are division leaders here. And I've noticed playing this series here, it's been getting really tough for us because we've been losing games against not just within our division, but other teams in other divisions are not doing so well. We're losing really bad to them. But when we play against other competitors like ourselves that are doing well, we're just killing them. So I don't know what the deal is with that is, but we'll go to the bottom of the first here, and Bond swings that one, and yeah, he ought to know better for that. He had 2 on there in the corners and goes after that ball there. So now bottom of the second here, it's a 4-1 ball game. Cleveland is trailing by 3. Bond's up to bat here with a runner on third. A quick, easy strikeout, which should have been a better at bat there for him. He should have took his time. He had a runner on third. 6-1 now here at the bottom of the 4th, and you see a glove there. Nice job there from the third baseman, who grabs that one and ends the at bat. Now here in the same inning, and later on here in the inning, as we get bat around now, 6-2, and we'll see there that's going to be a hit there, and that should be an infield base hit there for Bonds. As yes, that's what the scores say. It's an infield hit, and that's going to be putting him on board. So Miguel Cabrera now 1 for 2. He's already singled, and 2 runs already from him already here. He scored twice now. We'll see here. Bond's going to go take off here. Still for second. He gets there, and they say he is safe. Nice job there, getting there safely at second and getting in scoring position. So Cabrera still up the bat here. He has a 3-1 count, his hitters count. Bond's going to go ahead and take off here for third. Bonds, well, I don't know what the coach was telling him or what he was doing, but he should have not taken off because he gets caught there. And that is going to shut down the inning there. I'm sure Cabrera was pretty pissed about that. As we'll see here, Indians will come back and win this one here today, as they are able to win this one here. Final score of, I believe, 6-5. Bonds 1 for 4 in the ball game. Had a stolen base, but had also had 2 strikeouts in that game, which did not help him at all. We've seen that early in the game. Wasn't really there to help out his ball club, but he's hoping to turn things around. Tried to talk to him after this game here, and he kind of just kind of shook his head and didn't really have much to say. So left it at that. So we're going to move on now to the third and final game of this series, and we'll see them come out here one more time here to try to see if they can get a series win now here against these Indians, who've been, like I said, coming into the series here, they were not playing good baseball here. But of course, when you have playing against the first place team and you're the last place team, you got nothing really your backs are against the wall already. There's nothing really you can lose even more. So you're already in the hole, but there you see that ball's going to be gone. It's going to find a hole somewhere out there. 45th home run of the season for Bonds, as they're trailing here by 6 in this one already. It's getting a little deep in here already in the first inning for the Tigers, as now they got 1 run on the board. It's now a 7-1 ball game with 2 outs there from Bonds, or when Bonds had 2 outs, Bonds got that solo shot there. Hopefully this will start a rally for them and get things going here, but we'll have to see. As we'll see now, it's a 7-3 ball game here, bottom of the third, and with 1 on here, or with nobody on, with 1 out, Bonds goes after that 2-2 pitch, and that is going to have to go sit him, and he's going to have to go sit on the bench there. So take a look at this replay there, and there you see, yeah, just had Bonds' number on that one. Couldn't do much there for him. It's now we'll go to the bottom of the 5th, 1 on here, 1 out. Bonds going to get his pitch here, and 1-0 count here for him, and a nice stop there from the shortstop again. He's taking this one, and no double play there, as the runner will stay at first. Now we'll go to the bottom half of the 7th now here. Runners on the corners here with 1 out. Bonds here gets this one, and the shortstop this time just too hot for him, as he could not be that slick this time around. And Bonds gets a base hit there, but also driving in a run, and it cuts now the lead down to 4. So just down by 4 here in the 7th. Got plenty of time, but nope. Cleveland says, on other words here, you're going to lose, and that's exactly what happened. Almost came back in this one. 8-7 is the final score, as Bonds goes 2 for 5 in the ball game with his 45th home run, 2 RBIs, a run, and unfortunately we get beat at home 2 out of 3 times in this series. Man, what is going on here? Playing against these really bad teams. They're playing bad on their way going in here, but then when they leave, they have don't know what the deal is, but we got to turn things around. So take a look here, and we see we have a day off, and then we go straight to the next series here, and that will be against Minnesota. So Minnesota right now still have a 2.5. We still have a 2.5 game lead over them. As you take a look at the standings right there, and so those 2 losses that we had in that series really kind of helped them out, but in a way kind of helped them, but then kind of didn't, because they couldn't win their games. So it puts us pretty much where we're at when we started this beginning of this video here. So again, this is a crucial video here, or a crucial series here, because things can really turn around very quickly and very ugly for us if we do not have a good series win. So here we go, game 1 of this 3-game series with them, here, this midweek series. You see the numbers there for Bonds. Go to the first inning. We'll see what he can do here with 1 on and 1 out. 1-2 count here for Bonds, as he's trying to get this runner over here, and well, he goes chasing after that slider there, and that's been a big issue here. He got caught that way in that Indian series with chasing sliders. We'll see if they've been doing. Look, so far it looks like they've been looking at some good tape here. As you see, at times a 4-seamer high and away, and Bonds goes chasing after that one, as we're down by 7 now here in the bottom of the 7th or the 6th. So 0 for 3 here for Bonds here at this point here. He struck out back in the 6th inning. We'll see what he can do here in the 8th as we're down by 9. Oh boy, okay. So let's see what we can do here with one on. And again, Bonds, what are you doing? You're that's a slider that's outside the zone. Why are you chasing that for? So we go to the 9th inning here now, and it's now 11-5 now here with one on and one out. And Bonds again goes after the slider. What is your deal there, son? You've now been striking out on those now, not just twice, but I think like 3 or 4 times in the past in the previous series against the Indians there. So that slider has just not been his thing, and I think a lot of teams are taking advantage of that, looking at the game film here and seeing that, hey, you know, he'll bite on a slider going away, and that's something the coach is going to have to talk to him about. He cannot be doing that no more. As let's take a look here and see that the Twins will go ahead and take game 1 of this series, 11-5. Bonds, well, he goes 0 for 5 in the ball game, and with 4 strikeouts here. Yeah, 4. Yeah, that is definitely not going to be a highlight that he would want to share with anyone here. I think this is something he would like to forget here, if anything. So now we'll go to the second game of this series, and we'll see what we can do here in this one as we'll see a packed house here, and we'll see these 2 divisional rivals going at it. Of course, now a game and a half now separating both squads here. We'll see what Bonds can do here in game 2 as he goes. They're down by 1 here in the bottom half of the first with 1 on and 1 out. Bonds here hits this one. This one is going to find a gapper out there, and this one is going to go back and up and deep, and that ball is gone. That ball is out of here as that one sails right out of the ballpark there. A 2-run home run there. It's 46 of the season. And Bond and the Tigers now leading now 2-1 here at Comerica Park. So this might be a turnaround here compared to the last game there where we got lost 11-5 here. It would be nice to put a good thumping on these Twins here. And there you see the replay. Just a nice swing there for him that we've been seeing throughout this whole road to show. As now we go to a 3rd inning here now. We'll see down by 1 here. And we'll see with 1 on here and 2 out. We'll see Bonds what he can do here. Hits this one up the middle there. Runner from the second base should come around to score. And he will. And now he'll get an RBI single there for his effort. Tying this ball game up now 3 apiece. So now with 2 on, with now him on board and 2 outs here, they'll see what they can do with Miguel Cabrera. I believe will come up to bat next. And he can try to break this tie here with 1 swing of the bat because you know, if he finds a gap out there, Bonds can score from first to go first to home here pretty quick. So we'll see what Miguel Cabrera here can do. Bonds may try to steal here, try to get himself in scoring position. So if he does, he's gonna have to time it just right here, as there's a 1-1 count here on Cabrera. Cabrera here, or yeah, he's gonna go ahead and steal here. He gets there, and oh, they catch him stealing. Not what you want to do there. And that is not going to be a good inning to end that with. As trying to get in scoring position, trying to help Miguel Cabrera out here, but he gets caught there at the second base bag. So 5-3 now here in the bottom of the 6th here with 1 out and nobody on, and Bonds chips this one there to short. Should be an easy play there for the shortstop, but no, he overthrows it, and Bonds there will go ahead and get extra base there, as that should have been a routine play as Jennings just didn't take his time there to target that very well to the first baseman. And he throws that one in the camera wells there. So we'll see now Miguel Cabrera up to bat here. He has a runner on second. He's hoping that Bonds will not try to steal here with 1 out. 0-2 count here. And, oh, they brush him off the plate there. And he gets the ball there. So it's a 1-2 count now here as they brush off Cabrera. And I'm pretty sure Cabrera does not want that kind of chin music here. As Bonds going to go ahead and take off here. He slides. Oh, it's a wild pitch. Pitch gets away from the catcher. And that's going to be a stolen base there for Bonds as he gets credited for a stolen base, even though The ball got away from the catchers. We'll see here next at bat. Bonds comes down on the base hit from Cabrera, and that will break up. Well, now we'll get him now 1 run shy of getting back in this ball game here. Now it's a 5-4 ball game with Detroit against Minnesota in this one. Take a look there on that great swing there from Cabrera. Hopefully, kind of wish it was going over the wall, but can't be so lucky. So now we'll go to the next at bat here for Bonds. As last time he was up to bat here, he came around and scored. We'll see here in the 7th inning. It's a 5-5 ball game here. 2 on, 2 out. Bonds looking for a pitch here, and Bonds gets all of this one here, high and deep. You see the pitcher just puts his hands up in the air. You know what that means. He gives up. 2-run shot there, his second 2-run home run today, and it's now an 8-5 ball game with that 3-run shot this time. Actually, the first time was a 2-run shot, but this one's a 3-run shot, even though he gets his second home run in this ball game. And that is going to put them in the lead here, 8-5. And the Tigers are hoping that this will be it for this ball game. They're tired of this seesaw battle with the Twinkies here. As you take a look there, they're just flying this one right over the wall. Nice job there. And the Tigers will become the victors of this one here, as they will win this one. Final score 8-5. Nice job there from Bonds as he goes 3 for 4 in this ball game with 2 home runs. It's 46th and 47th of the season. Stolen base, 6 RBIs, 3 runs scored there for him, and they get the victory. So nice job of taking game 2 of this series now. Now tomorrow night they have to come out here once again, one more time, to get the win here and really put up some more. Try to at least put some distance between them and between the Twinkies and the Tigers. So we'll see the final game here at Comerica Park, another packed house here for this game here this afternoon, and let's see if we can do this. As over 2, we go to this point here where Bonds comes in this one in the 6th inning. We'll see down or up by a run here. Bottom of the 6th with 1 out here. Bonds gets a pitch here. He's looking for one, and he gets a high pitch there. But is this going to be good enough to get out of the ballpark here? Normally it is, but it's going to get caught at the warning track there. And that is going to be out number 2 for the Tigers. Third baseman Slugger. So we'll go to the 3rd inning, or 9th inning here, I should say, and we'll see here that we're down by 3. Bonds hits this one. That is going to be a base hit for him, as he's trying to get a 9th inning rally going here as he's on board. And we'll see, as you see there, he wants to get his guys fired up. Hey guys, I got up on board now. Now you got to bring me home. Let's see what we can do. As we'll see the replay there, just a good cut there, and getting that ball and getting himself in scoring position. So he's on board here now, and now we'll see what the rookie Chavez now can do. Alejandro Chavez 1 for 3 for the game here today. The rookie not playing like he has been at the beginning of the season here, but he gets there caught in the double play there. That is going to wipe out 2 there, and that is not going to help us at all, as Chavez did a really bad job there, hitting into a double play and getting him and Bonds out on that one. A double, 2 birds with 1 stone situation there. And looks like we may end up losing this one, and we do. We can't come back, and that ends the chance of doing anything here, as the Tigers lose this one again. They lose now 2 games now here against the Twins here at home, and they have lost the series 2-1, and now overall they've lost 4 games at home. The 6 games that were on this homestand, they lost 4 and only won 2. Both of them winning in game 2 of either series. So I don't know what's going on here, but the momentum here of winning and losing is getting really, really old. So in the next episode, we're going to try to see if we can try to bounce back from this, because really and truly, this is not like us. We're, for a while there, we were getting, winning streaks here. We're getting, 4, 5, 6 game winning streaks. Now we win and lose on a day-to-day basis here. So we've got to get things going here. As you see, only a game and a half between us, and we want to try to make a good push here to get some distance between us and the Twins right now before we get to the second half of the season, because we're only a couple weeks away from the All-Star game. So we want to try to make that push now before before we get to the All-Star break, and then the All-Star break, just put the pedal to the metal and just start winning games left and right here. But can't win every single game, so we'll try to see what we can do here. We got to get better. Bullpen got to get better for the most part here. It has to get better, and not to mention Bonds. He's had his share of mess ups. He struck out four times in a game there, and that's not like him. So we're gonna have to see how things turn out here, coming up here in the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned. Coming up, we got the Chicago series coming up. We're gonna be on the road. We're gonna go to play the White Sox, and then we got an interleague series there with Cincinnati coming up here. So stay tuned for those here on Theo Bonds' Road to the Show here on MLB 18, the show. That's it for this episode. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Road to the Show with Theo Bonds. Also, don't forget to follow us on social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Discord. The links are down below in the description. Check us out there for the latest news and events on what's going on everything that is sports. As always, guys, I'll see you guys next time.